You did get here first, Roy. Hello, hello, and also welcome in, little DeAndre. Welcome in. The both of yous. I'm doing a little experiment today, by the way. I'm doing a little experiment. Just to see how bot heavy YouTube is. So for the shorts side, I have it listed as Stardew Valley as the game. I want to see if it's a bunch of bots watching Stardew Valley content. So I have the game listed as Stardew Valley, even though it is clearly labeled as Chrono Story and Maple Story stuff, right? That's my thought here. I'm just checking to see how fucked YouTube is when it comes to bots. Because if it's bots, they're gonna come. No matter what, if it's listed as this game, right? That's just how it be, right, Roy? Trying to catch bots. I'm trying to catch bots in general to see how that goes. See how that goes per se. Because I'm curious. If it doesn't change throughout most of the stream, I'll change it in like an hour or two in. Turn it off today. I meant for YouTube. Twitch doesn't matter. I don't care. You can do whatever you want on Twitch. I don't care. But for YouTube, yeah. That's my test on YouTube. But no, we're doing Chrono Story today because we just got the third job show. They finally showed off third job for Bowman. All the Bowman classes, all two of them. And by God, the Bowman change is fucking excellent. So we got to play that. Twitch is showing 0 views on my log. On my left log, which is my alt account, which I use to monitor Twitch because Twitch can be fucky, it says I have 2 views. So yeah, I don't know. You know, yeah. See, look at this. Yeah, that's weird. So we're doing this. I'm loading in the game. Wow, ooh, they changed the login thing, the loading thing. Fucking weird. Fucking weird. Anyway, this is the plan for this. Is weird. Importing the latest MapleStory world. I don't care about the latest MapleStory worlds. Fuck you. My wife is playing Spell Brigade with her brother. I like Spell Brigade too, by the way. Spell Brigade is pretty good. I enjoy that game. It is a good game. If you haven't played Spell Brigade, it's good. My wife also opened to OBS for some. Oh yeah, I know why. I know why. My wife uses OBS to record her plays with like her brother and whatnot because sometimes funny stuff happens. And then she'll show it to me and I'll laugh. Here we go. Game is loading up. Let's get over here. And over here. Let's get the game open over here. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? That. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we got to get our Bowman. Oh, I gotta also music. All right, hold up music thing. Fix that. Above the treetops, Lith Harbor. There it is. There it is. All right. So yeah, they finally showing off the Bowman changes because they finally have it done. So yeah, now I gotta level up my Bowman because Bowman looks sick as fuck. Looks so good. I gotta play it. You know, I gotta fucking play this. Anyway, I need L57. That sucks. Nightmare. The buff alone is god tier. Yes, the fucking the damage over time fire is god tier, and I can tell you why. They had that same buff in R-Tail for Gunslinger. Gunslinger did the same thing, and it was fucking so good. It was so good. So yeah, no, this is the Gunslinger change from R-Tail, but for Bowman. It's gonna make Bowman leveling a breeze. Leveling a Bowman after levels like 80 is gonna be so fast. So yeah, I gotta level up this Bowman. But I need money because I need stuff from Merpins. Oh, 12 mil. Sure, I'll take all 12 of it. Uh... On the high level, unreasonable to kill mobs that are Arthel. I have no idea what you're fucking saying. That's gibberish to me. Gibberish to me. Okay. I'm not gonna take my reindeer milk. I'm gonna take... I'll take all this Drake's blood. And all these unagis. I'm gonna use... Oh yeah, well I guess I'll use my elixirs, fine. I have so many of them, I might as well use them, right? Bee-boo, bee-boo. The reason Gunslinger was such a giga powerhouse is they were able to kill solo mobs parties wouldn't even touch. Well, yeah, we don't have Ludibrium yet, but once the moment... Ludi is the next area they're working on, supposedly, according to Vaft. So, the moment Deep Ludi is out, Bowman becomes the Giga level. Like you're gonna level up so fast. I'd like this character to be level 80 by that time. That will probably not happen. In fact, I probably won't even have it... Oh my god, that's a lot of potion. I probably won't even have it high... that, you know, fucking... Anyway. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. We got that. Good. Oh, yeah. Hello, medic. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. By the way, just so that you know, if you're wondering, I'm doing a little test here on YouTube. Just a little test. The last 2 times I played Stardew Valley on YouTube, I had over 100 people watching on the short side, which is fucking ridiculous. Right, that shouldn't happen. My theory is it's bots. My theory is there's some bots, some bot algorithm that's like pushing people into Stardew Valley streams or something. So I have the shorts side on YouTube listed as Stardew Valley. Everything else is labeled correctly. It's going to be listed Stardew Valley though. Just so you guys know, if anyone wonders why. Only issue you see is a lot of people are already pushing 100 plus, so the disparity isn't going to be great. Also, you have to remember Corsairs were already giga behind in level. By level 70. I mean, yeah, to be fair, yeah. But I mean, like, Bowman? I mean, like, for a lot of Bowman are high level already, because Bowman's really easy to level up. But it's going to become even easier to level up. And my Bowman isn't that high level yet, so that doesn't matter to me. Also, we don't have the right fit on. If we're gonna be playing my Bowman basically exclusively, let's go change my fit. It'll just take a second because I have it all queued. I just gotta equip it. Gotta change the fit, you know. Closet. Boop 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 boop. And get rid of that. No wait, get rid of that. I mean, put that back on. Get rid of that. What else do I want? No, I want shoes. Saved. Now we can get back in the game. Boop. Do 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 do. Chrono story. Of course, it could be easier level. Yep. Just think, not gonna be a big thing. I don't know, man. Though, you are right, Mortal Blow is gonna be bonkers. I don't know. Roy, I don't know. Good question. Fuck you. There we go, we got our fit on. We got shit. Doobie 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 dee. Dexterity, dexterity. Dexterity shoes for some reason. Dexterity. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I have no sound on. No! Okay. You're sad that they're doing Outlaw last. Bowman is looking really good. By the way, by the time they show Outlaw, it's gonna come out soon, so... That's working. It was just low. Okay. There. Okay, best place to level up at level 57. Probably golems. I don't want to go to golems. But it's probably golems, right? Almost definitely golems. Golems. Exactly, they could theoretically do that. Or drakes. I guess we're gonna go drakes. Only because I don't know, fuck it. Just cuz. I'm excited to be able to put points in thrust, finally. Okay, let's go to Drakes. Another entrance. Drakes might not be better EXP, but it means I don't have to eat through all these potions. Oh, there's someone here. My bad, dude. My bad. I wasn't expecting the rando person here. Plug. Yeah, the attack potions are definitely a W, but they do use less pots, but you'll be using more, I mean, the same amount of Drake pots. Damn, I already used one. Oh well. Doesn't matter, because we're... Yeah, the golems is basically perma-safe spot. I mean, it took like an hour yesterday for people to show up on Stardew Valley on anything, and then once they started showing up, it was like en masse. So I'm wondering if that's gonna be the case here, Roy. So we're gonna see. Who knows? We don't know. I don't know. I'm uncertain of the logistics of this, but it might work, it might not. Who cares? It doesn't really do anything for me except for like boost numbers for no reason. You know what I mean? Giving me more watch hours is always nice. Tank and spank, yeah. You do have to tank it all. Now the unfortunate part, unfortunately, my HB character is on this account. So the best place for a fire-based damage dealer for damage over time, and it was the same in R-Tail. It'll probably be the same here. So it'll be awesome on a archer, on a bowman specifically, with their fire damage dot when it comes out. Will be Phantom Watches, which you're gonna probably most players are probably gonna need a HB mule. So I'll need to make another HB. I'll need to make another fucking spearman. Fortunately, we have the 999 quest, so I can just make it on my other character's account, and make it on my other account. And just use like this character to do the killing for the 999 quest. The easy peasy. Make the 999 quests really fast. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at least I can do that with a 999 quest. So I can, but I'll still have to get to level 20. Fine, though. It's fine, though. I'll still have to kill shit to get them level 30, probably, because the act of killing them does give a good amount of XP. Just HP. Who cares about Iron Wall? I mean, I guess if it's a mule, it'll be Iron Wall as well, right? If I make a mule for it, it'll be Iron Wall as well. I don't use Iron Wall on my actual guy, because it's so little, but for like a character like this, if it was a mule, Iron Wall would be good. If Iron Wall does stack with alts, I think it might. Yeah. Candy. Oh, crack. I gotta get this crack. Hold up. Drugs. Yeah, it's very good for non-warrior classes, but for warrior classes, it's less amazing. But you know, that's why for as an alt type like mule, it'll be very good. We'll see. We'll see if that's the case or not. Don't know yet. We'll find out. Drugs are bad, okay? Yeah, I know. I don't even need to look at your fucking GIF to know what that fucking GIF is, okay? Okay. I know what it is, Roy. Okay. Unfortunately, the leveling speed of a bowman is not as high as a warrior at this level range. Once you hit the level 57, it just becomes slower and slower for a bowman in comparison to a warrior. Warriors just get so fast in this server. Are you on a warrior or a bowman? Nightmare, are you on a warrior or a bowman? Team of bowman. Does it do less damage than a bowman? I thought they did a little bit more damage. I'm not familiar with how they scaled it on the server yet. So I haven't really been paying attention to Gunslinger all that much. I do like the changes they did in first job and second job for Gunslinger, but you know, I don't know the damage values really. Really? Well, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Slingers are a high weapon attack scaling class like Night Lord, so they need fun. That makes sense. They need funding. Whereas bowmen just scale really well with dex. If you have good dex, you're going to scale pretty well. And I do have decent dex. I do need overall dex scrolls, which I can't afford, so I'll have to grind them out, which is unfortunate, but, you know. What's funny is I also have a gun, as you can see. For Hammers. Maple Classic, what am I maining? I don't know. I'm of the mindset that Maple Classic is going to be ass, but I'll still play it if people are if it's hype enough. Probably. I mean, I don't want to do Spearman again. They're probably never going to release Iran. In fact, I doubt they're even going to release Pirate. Why do you think? I think it's going to be ass because Nexon's track record is ass. Now, it might be good, but I don't trust them to keep it good forever either. So, you know. They've only really done well with anything in the last, like, 6 months. This is Chrono Story. Chrono Story, not R-Tail. R-Tail is Fart Tail, and I'd rather not play that. So yeah, it's not that I think it is ass. Maple Worlds was a good thing, yes. I think that their announcement, their early announcement, by the way, the early announcement of MapleStory Classic, or Classic World, was a mistake in a way, because it killed a bunch of projects on MapleStory Worlds, right? A bunch of projects were in the works and were going to come out, and they basically all decided to not do it because of Classic World, because if they're announcing it's coming out soon. Oh no, they need to take the OSRS route. If they don't take the... Look, here's my thought process on what's happening, right? They're releasing... They brought in some of the devs from the original version of MapleStory, and they're making it the way that they wanted to, right? So that's why there's no Pirate, because Pirate was developed by Nexon, not by the original team that made MapleStory, right? The original team that made MapleStory only did the first 4 classes. So any classes that are going to come out, most likely, are going to be either new or different from how they came out in MapleStory, beyond the first 4. Because Pirate was not developed by the first team, right? And they are taking the OSRS route as shown by their like teaser during the MapleStory convention, whatever, MapleCon, whatever it was. Since they're making new areas, right? They're making new areas. However, here's the thing: they should have released the game before making new areas, and making new areas before they release the game is kind of trying to speedrun what OSRS did, which doesn't work. You need people to come back for the game that they remember and then update it slowly over time, and not try to shove a bunch of shit into it before it comes out, because that'll just alienate the audience. You know what I mean? It seems like they're trying to speedrun it, which isn't great. Yeah. Which could end up having it feel like a theme park MMO rather than like MapleStory should feel. You know? Anyway, that's my opinion on it. So it might end up being good, and also it's Nexon, right? Nexon's always fucked up. Like it's in their DNA. They fucked up every single project they've ever worked on. They fucked up. Look at how MapleStory is now. Look at how MapleStory 2 turned out. Look at every single game they've ever done, except for Mabinogi, maybe, kind of. Which I think was also something they bought, not something they made. So it looks good right now, but Nexon's also the king of showing off what's finished and not showing what's bad. And then when they release it, they can show you what's bad, and everyone's like, oh, well, this isn't as good as what we thought it was going to be. Every time. Remember, if you have any faith in Nexon, until recently, if you said Maple Classic or Old School MapleStory, it was grounds for being banned because it's talking about a private server. Yes, correct. And Nexon Nexon on the record basically said, we are never going to make a classic server. The only reason they're even doing that is because... Oh, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. The only reason they're even doing it is because of... because they allowed... the Korean team allowed the US team to get a bunch of people to actually make their own shit. And if it wasn't for them doing that, Reboot wouldn't exist anymore. They would have gotten rid of it for GMS again, like regular non-Reboot server, which would have killed GMS in general, because that's where all the players are. Very funny. So it's very good that they gave Inkwell control over there, but Nexon's very good at dropping the ball and trying to take control. It's like they think they Jesus how often they take the wheel. That's not a great joke. That's not a great joke. But you get what I mean. I wouldn't trust Nexon ever. So I'm optimistic and hopeful that it'll be good, but also I don't think it's gonna be good. Nexon's biggest enemy is Nexon, 100%. So Inkwell might make a fabulous game, and it might be good for like 6 months until Nexon realizes, oh, this makes money in the West. Let's fuck it up. Maple Worlds is a huge W, but also, guess what? Nexon fucked up Maple Worlds. They did. Think about it. Think about it. They let Maple Worlds out for like less than a year, and knowing that the main popular thing on MapleStory Worlds was going to be classic servers, and then while a lot of classic servers were in development, R&D in development, like 6 months out, they say, hey, guess what? We're making our own classic server, which caused every single person except for Bote and the server that was already out to say, you know what? We're not going to finish our server. The server's now dead. Classic World's going to take all the revenue. And then, funnily enough, they basically came out with the server at the convention and basically said it's not coming out until 2027. Stinkwell has dropped the ball many times before. Yeah, right. He has dropped the ball before, so you never know what's going to happen. He's only recently been very good, but of course it could be that he was taking the falls for Nexon. So who knows? We don't. I don't. Nexon is a very good at passing the blame. They saw the money that was coming into the area, into Artail and Chrono. Oh, it was just Artail, because Chrono doesn't make any money, and Artail came out, and then Chrono Story came out after. I think it was more over the Korean servers were making a lot of money. Yeah, it was Maple Lands mostly. Yeah, Maple Lands and Artail over there making a lot of money, and then now the Big Bang server and whatnot. So yeah, no, it makes good money. It definitely does. Yeah, they make a buttload. So like it's, you know, but them announcing it did kill the momentum for a lot of. They shouldn't have announced it at all until they were like 3 months out from a release, right? So it shouldn't have been announced until like summer of next year, right? Right, summer if not fall of next year. It should have been announced then, allowing a lot of people to make servers here on MapleStory Worlds, not killing a bunch of projects. They would have made more money, players would have had more choice in what they can play. When do I think the release date is? I think the release date's gonna be 2027. I think it's gonna be 2027 easy. My reasoning behind this is, in the games industry, if you have a closed beta, you're nowhere near release. You're a year out at least. And they're doing a closed beta at the beginning of next year. So 2027, like early 2027 at the earliest. Maybe December of 2026 if we're lucky. And it'll come out buggy probably because this Nexon. It's just my guess, right? It's just my guess based on stuff I've worked. I'm an animator. I've worked in the games industry. I've worked on and I've worked in the animation industry. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And in the games industry, if you're doing a closed beta, it's not going to release for another year usually. So that's what I'm thinking is probably going to happen. Exactly. That when they said we're doing we could release it now, but instead we're doing a closed beta. I'm like, it's not releasing till 2027. It's a closed beta because it's super buggy, or there's something in the game that is going to be a deal breaker for everyone, and the game isn't ready yet and is going to come out in a year. Exactly, right? And then do a closed beta? That doesn't make sense. I need 10 more for a weapon. Let me check. So it's a huge momentum killer. Let's see, here it is. Nope, nope, it was out on an alt. No, it's on mule. 65. 55. I can do it next level and level after that. Okay. Look at the bright side. MapleStory's second idle game drops in a week. I guess. Exactly. And that's going to happen every time. That, you know. And I could be wrong, of course. I can be proven wrong. This is just speculation from someone who is pretty... Like, I know a lot about the games industry because I've worked in it. Not, like, as a dev, but as an animator. And on the animation side, like, if they're still working on game animation, which it seems like they are, it's not coming out for a year. You know what I mean? If they're making new areas for the game and those areas aren't already finished, year. Easy. So it could come out this time next year if we're lucky, but unlikely. Unlikely and unfortunate. I didn't use my points. Maybe I should put points in output points to thrust. When I worked at Blizzard, you know, I worked at Blizzard and it was... I'm not that kind of guy, man. I'm not that. I don't really... You know, I used to work in the animation industry, and I figured... Not like I'm being vain. Oh, that's because they... Hello, Vaf. Exbo over Hunter. I've seen your changes, Vaf. I disagree. Maybe for fourth job, I 100% agree. By the way, for a fourth job, I 100% agree. I love fourth job ex-bowman over bowman, but for third job, bowman easy. Artale was very choppy. The way that it plays in game is fucking weird. And they, what they when it comes to playtest material like that, by the way, the stuff that they did at like MapleCon, they're showing you a very catered version of the game. They wouldn't have allowed everyone to play it and then show it off if it wasn't highly catered to where it isn't super buggy, right? So they only showed stuff that they were ready to show at the con, which is also why it's a closed beta, because apparently they have stuff they don't want to show yet. They have stuff in the game they don't want people to tell anyone about. Which could be, like, really fucked up stuff, like it being, oh yeah, the level cap is 120, and when you get to level 120, you can do a transfer event to bring your character into the regular GMS worlds, or something stupid, right? They could absolutely fuck up the entire idea completely, and turn it into some kind of, like, side quest thing for your main account in GMS. And they don't want anyone to know about it until release. Who fucking knows? We don't. This is Nexon we're talking about. It could easily be that. And I would be unsurprised. I would be so thrilled because it would be so funny. Yeah, VAFT is over on the mobile side, it seems. What do you mean you can't see the game? Is the game not up? What are you talking about? Let me check my OBS. OBS. No, it works. We're fine. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a little big, actually, now that I realize. There you go. You're still at level 120. You can't mint your you could mint your character into an NFT. Yeah, I bet. Yep. If they even allow a lot of players to play it. Last time they did a closed beta, it was like 15 people. And they weren't allowed to say anything. And anyone that said anything was only allowed, and it only showed people saying good stuff about the game. They didn't show any criticism whatsoever. So yeah, no, I don't know. Everyone that was at MapleCon, yeah, sure, I'm sure, yeah. If you paid 150 bucks to get into closed beta, great. That's cool, you Nexon, great. I said it's whoever went to the convention only. Yeah, exactly, right? Didn't say everyone who went was allowed in. Correct. Which means they might charge you more. They might select randomly. They might only give it out to people who. No, it could be less. It could easily be less. They could select only content creators like Dino Fries or Ducky. They could only give out the keys to people who bought the bigger pass, the like $180 pass to the convention. You know? Who knows? We don't know. We'll find out in the coming months and see how fucked up Nexon's being again. As usual. It's like every other week Nexon has a scandal of some kind. And I am unsurprised every time because it's Nexon. I trust Nexon like I trust Konami, which is to say I don't trust them. Any company that makes slot machines, I don't really trust. And they both do. I've been to Las Vegas. I've seen the slot machines from Konami and from Nexon. Corsex, you're sure they postponed Classic because they want people to get on Modern Challenger World? And I don't know what the last two words are. I see the Q&A with Dino and Inkwell. No. I've been putting off watching it because I'm lazy and I don't want to watch it. Also, I've been busy. But I'm sure anything Dino got the Q&A with him, a lot of it probably had to be cut out or wasn't answered properly because they weren't allowed to answer it. You know? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if that's definitely part of the reason. But, you know. Welcome back, Corsax, by the way. Yeah, I like talking about Classic World because I find it endlessly hilarious. I feel like the people who think the game is actually going to be super good are like super high on copium. You know what I mean? It's so cringe and annoying, like, why the fuck on earth are you announcing shit you have no intention of releasing anything? Exactly, right? And even then, is it actually going to be good? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, just think about Nexon in general. Do you think it's actually going to be good? I seriously doubt it. It might have some cool shit, like the new areas that they showed off look cool. Very cool. Shouldn't have come out with the game release. They should have waited and worked on those after the game came out, first of all. But I mean, I mean, cool. Now mod developers for MapleStory Worlds are gonna have more shit to work with and make new maps of. Fine. I'm fine with that. You think it'll be the best version? Absolutely not. I think the more de facto version of it is gonna be probably this. Probably Chrono Story. You think it's going to be the most popular? Yeah, well, yeah, it's going to be the most popular one. Doesn't matter how shit it is. It's going to be the most popular because it's on their site. It's going to be the most easily accessible because you don't have to go through any hoops whatsoever. Like you're not GTA 6 to be... Yeah, exactly, right? I got full inventory to sell everything. No matter what they did for Classic, people are going to complain. I mean, yeah, it's true. That is true. I'm not particularly complaining. I'm just saying I don't see them doing a good job. I don't see a world in which Classic is going to be good. Yeah, I don't see a world in which Nexon does a good job with this. We would be in like the clown timeline if that was the case, because Nexon has, you know what I mean? 14 strength now. If they stick with their roadmap and go the OSRS route, I have faith. I think, yeah, but you're right. OSRS did all the work for them, and it'd be hard to fuck it up. But look, OSRS did all the work for them, and Blizzard still fucked up, and Blizzard's a better company than Nexon is. Blizzard fucked it up, and they're a bigger and arguably better company than Nexon, and they still fucked it up. I cannot see a world in which Nexon, I can't see a world in which Nexon doesn't fuck it up, despite having the roadmap right in front of them. Now, I agree with you 100%. It should be hard. It should be hard for them to fuck it up, but if Blizzard did it, well, Blizzard thinks they know better because they're a huge company, and they think they'll make money off of the plebeians who love their game because they're gonna play anything that any trash they spew in their direction, because that's how Blizzard is. But Nexon is exactly the same way, but in Korean. Yeah, right, Nightmare, you got it. Exactly. And Nexon thinks they can do the same thing, but they can only really do that in Korea because everyone in Korea loves MapleStory. Like MapleStory is still one of the biggest games of all time in Korea. Right? Yeah, I'm of the mindset that yeah, it's very unlikely they're going to make something that's actually good. They might make something that's okay, but it's not going to be what we want exactly. And it's going to piss a lot of people off, most people off even. It might be so bad that no one wants to ever play it, except for the people who have no way to play any other version of classic MapleStory because they don't know any better. And though it'll be the de facto thing, most people who are in the know are going to come over to MapleStory Worlds and play something like Chrono Story, most likely. That's my opinion on it, and what I think is going to happen. And even if it's something great and awesome and does no wrong and is the perfect game that everyone wanted, I'm very convinced that at some point within 3 years of release, Big Daddy Nexon parent company overhanging in Korea is gonna say something and do something that's gonna force their hand in GMS, and they're gonna fuck it up on purpose because Big Daddy parent Korean Nexon said so. That's just a given, by the way. That's just a given. No matter how good the game is on launch, it's not gonna stay that way because of Nexon. So if it's really good, thank your lucky stars and fucking cross your fingers and hope it stays good for a while, because it's not gonna stay good forever. That's correct. That is correct. They do need to understand that, but they don't. They refuse to hear it. They've closed their eyes and ears to the truth. And we can do nothing about it. Which is unfortunate. It's bound to be that way. They saw how Reboot did well. Yeah, they did see how Reboot did well. And then they decided to close Reboot in Korea. And the only reason we got to keep it is because Inkwell said that is because they put Inkwell in charge of GMS, and Inkwell decided to not close it because people in America and GMS play it. Which, yeah, they put Inkwell. And Inkwell doesn't do no wrong. He's had fuck ups in the past, big ones. It's just, I think the only reason they put Inkwell in charge is because they wanted okay, two reasons. They wanted to streamline GMS and KMS, right? He might understand Westerners a little bit more, but I don't think it's as much as we think it is. My thought process at Inkwell is this: they put Inkwell in charge not because they wanted someone to make the game particularly better in the West, but because they realized all of the money in the West was coming from Reboot, and they wanted to close Reboot in Korea. And they knew if they closed it in the West, it would have killed the game in the West. So they had to put someone in charge and say, oh yeah, now GMS is under new development and can be more autonomous from KMS. But this is all only because they absolutely needed to keep Reboot alive in GMS. Otherwise, GMS was just going to die. That was the main reason. That is 100% my bet. That's what I'm saying, right? Your mainstream income over here. Now we're not their mainstream of income. Their mainstream of income is purely Korean players. Like they spend way more money than Western players do. But 95% of the money coming from 95% of the money coming from the West is from Reboot. Or I guess they call it Heroic Worlds now, but still. Yeah, exactly. It was all of their income from here. Basically all of it comes from Reboot. Right? So they couldn't close it. So they decided to give Inkwell a promotion, say, yeah, you can do stuff in the West. Since we can't streamline the games because there is literally going to be a completely different server for them, just do what you think the Westerners want. And Inkwell was like, I guess I'll figure it out. So I don't think he knows better than KMS does, but I think he's listening more just because he has to. Because he was like flopped into a position like that. Yeah, go the OSRS route and it'll succeed. But again, they have their heads in the sand, so we don't know what they're gonna do. If Blizzard didn't follow it correctly, I don't trust Nexon to, so you know. Here's hope, but I'm crossing my fingers. Inkwell's trying to learn fast because he was probably told if GMS ends, so does his career. Yeah, absolutely. He's thinking on his toes because he has to, otherwise his career dies. No, I know they do. But again, big company had the blueprint written on the wall and they decided to ignore it. So same thing could easily happen in Nexon. I've also played Nexon games all my life, and they've also fucked up all their games. Same thing, right? Every single time along the way, they have fucked up their games consistently, just like Blizzard. So I am predicting a repeat of what happened with WoW Classic. I'm predicting a repeat with what happened with WoW Classic. Maybe not word for word repeat, but like it's gonna be fucked up somehow, and not what we want. And players will be happy. Maybe players will be happy for a little while. WoW Classic was horrible. WoW Classic was good until they kept updating it, and it became newer versions of the game people didn't want. People wanted the older versions, and when it was the older versions, it was good. And then they kept updating it and updating it and updating it until Bing Bang Boom, no longer what people wanted. Yeah, they did. And it was that for a minute. And then they updated it. And then updated it again. And like they were moving forward the clock in the game just like they did when on release. And that's what they thought people wanted. But no, what people wanted was old school fucking WoW. Exactly. Then they went to Cataclysm. Like fucking, that's not what people wanted. People wanted the classic WoW. Not Cataclysm. They wanted it specifically not Classic Plus. Exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nexon decides to go the route of, cool, guess what? And here's Big Bang. in 2 years, here's Big Bang, and we're gonna continue updating it from Big Bang, and everyone's gonna be like, God damn it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We need exactly what RuneScape did, OSRS did, and then it'll be fantastic. It'll be great if they do that. I don't think they're gonna do that. I'd be very surprised if they did that. If they did that, fantastic. Good guy Nexon for once. Unlikely. Very unlikely. And I hope they do. He asked Inkwell if it was going to do the same route as MapleStory Classic was years ago. Oh, OSRS. He said, no, that's good. That's good. If, you know. Well, technically speaking, they have their own roadmap. Yep, technically speaking, he skirted around that particular question. If you think about that particular answer that you gave, that he gave, he skirted around the question. No, we're not going to release it in the order that we released it before. We have our own roadmap. Tells me that they could still easily release the content later. Yeah, right? Completely unaware what OSRS is. So that wasn't really an answer to the question. That was him saying we have our own roadmap. Not that they're not going to release Big Bang. You know what I mean? So who fucking knows? We don't know. And that's what's fucked about it. They didn't give us any. He asked about Big Bang 2? Oh yeah, what did he say about that? Did he actually answer the question, or did he skirt around it? Oh, we're not releasing Big Bang. We have our own content in store for or in preparation for the future. I hope not. I hope not. They're doing content like the Black Mage never died. But the Black Mage didn't die. He was just sealed. Okay, so if their content is, what if the Black Mage never died? So the Black Mage is the main antagonist of MapleStory, right? The Black Mage was what they introduced as the overarching villain in MapleStory. After Big Bang, he's what caused the Big Bang. He woke up from his sealed state as the five heroes: Aran, Evan, not Evan, but like Evan basically, Phantom, Luminous, and Mercedes, and the other one, the pirate one, sealed the Black Mage away forever supposedly, but he eventually leaked out and woke up. Got out of his binds. So if he said, well, this is a reimagining like the Black Mage never died, the Black Mage never died. He didn't die in the first place. So again, he skirted around the question and answered it in a way that most people wouldn't understand the meaning of unless you actually pay attention to the lore. And in the lore, the Black Mage did never die. That didn't happen. So,
That's actually very ominous to me. In that it sounds like they could do whatever the fuck they want, and not what we want. Hopefully, it's good. Hopefully, it's good. To be fair, I half hope it's gonna be really bad. I actually kind of want it to be really bad, because I would much rather people play on MapleStory Worlds, create new content, make stuff that players actually want, experiment, do cool shit. Now, I would love for them to make it perfect. If they make it absolutely perfect, that's great. I just don't want it to be the de facto thing if it's not. You know what I mean? I want it to either be super, super, super bad, to the point that no one ever wants to play it, or I want it to be absolutely perfect. No in-betweens. It needs to be one of those two things, in my opinion. And it's probably not going to be that either. It's probably just going to be not good and become the de facto thing everyone plays, which is unfortunate on all ends. Unfortunate in every aspect. Nexon fucking hyping up mediocrity. It would need to be so bad that no one wants to play it, Nightmare. Like, it needs to be super, super, super bad. I really hope it's either super, super, super good or super, super bad. It needs to be one of the two. You know, they've done that before. Think of MapleStory 2, right? It was so bad that they canceled it in the West. I like MapleStory 2 a lot. I just think it didn't have any endgame content. If they had waited a year to release it and actually gave it endgame content and streamlined leveling, I didn't like being quest leveled. Like it was just a game where you did quests to level up. I didn't like that. I wanted it to be more grindy. If they made it more grindy and that endgame content, it would have been fine. In fact, it would have been pretty good. I liked the gameplay. It felt good to play. It looked kind of wonky, but other than that. I know, right? It shouldn't be hard. I really hope they do it. I really hope they either do it perfectly or they do it so bad no one wants to play it. I mean, like, so bad no one wants to play it. You know what I mean? It needs to be the worst MapleStory experience ever, or it needs to be the best MapleStory experience ever. It cannot be anything else. It needs to be one of those two things. Either way, I'll be happy. Some reason why Vindictus is pretty much dead, and Nexon had a great idea that limited content, and then everyone left. I mean, you know, that's how they do it, right? The Nexon does a lot of the time gating stuff that they learn through mobile game stuff, because it creates habits so people have retention and come back to the game, right? You want people to develop habits so they log into your game every day, but I don't like that kind of mechanics, and most players don't like that kind of mechanics. Only mobile game players like that kind of mechanics. And you know who loves mobile games? Koreans. Mobile games are more than half the gaming market in Korea. So it works over there, but Westerners don't play mobile games, so it doesn't work here. It just pisses everyone off. All you gotta do is, hey Grok, what do Maple Classic fans want? Yeah, you're right. That works for mobile games. It doesn't work for PC games. You're correct. Well, I mean, it does. It 100% does work for PC games, but only if you are in a society that likes those mechanics, mobile game mechanics, and Korea loves mobile games. Korean gamers love mobile games. They love mobile games. They love gacha games. They love mobile games. It's like their biggest market, right? So they're already used to those mechanics and enjoy those mechanics because those are in the games that they enjoy. So of course, incorporating those into MapleStory makes sense for Korean players, but doesn't make sense for GMS players, because GMS players don't play mobile games. We just don't. The only mobile game that I fucking play these days is Balatro, and that's not a mobile game. But it is on mobile. You get what I mean? Exactly. Exactly, you got it. But to be fair, MapleStory in Korea is still very, very big. Modern MapleStory. It's huge. It's still huge over there. It's still a big game. But even players over there wanted a classic version of the game, so that's why Maple Lands went buck wild, because it isn't that it's because it lacked mobile game stuff. It's because it's MapleStory Classic, and the players over in Korea love MapleStory, and they love classic MapleStory. So it's really weird that KMS didn't want to release a classic server when a lot of their players like classic MapleStory as well, like most of them. Yeah, the only mobile game that was really popular was Pokemon Go. You're 100% right. Let's go over to golems now. We've got enough of these Drake's Blood for now. Drake's golems a little better, a little bit. Just a little bit. And it's safe spottable, so I don't have to use all these fucking potions. What am I doing? All that. There we go. But yeah, that's my hours worth of thoughts on MapleStory Classic. Hours worth of thoughts. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's such a good spot, but if you're a bot, you shouldn't go to good spots. You should go to the shitty spots. You know what I mean? You're more optimistic. I am not. I have been optimistic for MapleStory for Nexon in the past, and every single time I have, it has burned me. I'm not gonna do it again. Let a guy dream. My dreams died in, like, what? A long time ago. EXP bot, not a money bot. Yeah. Maple Lands was a huge W. It was. You know, great game for Korea. It brought your hope back, but that wasn't by Nexon. That wasn't by Nexon. Also, I don't like Maple Land because it's 1x EXP. Maple Worlds? Oh, no, yeah. Maple Worlds is a huge W. It needs more servers to make it more stable. But other than that, I 100% agree. I think... Why does my view count fucking spike every time I have an ad? What the fuck is going on? Oh, yeah, 20? What the hell is up with the fucking ads? Anyway. So weird. Why did my view count spike during ads? What the fuck? So weird. But I didn't like Maple Land because of the 1x EXP. Maple Worlds, huge W, 100%. Very, very nice. I wish the big developers who did the private servers, I wish they all made. You know, I agree. I do make money from the ads on Twitch at least. 22 people watching my ads. Fuck it, right? But I mean, still, I don't know why. It was fun for a few days. I'm sure it was. I think the 1x EXP is way too challenging for me. Not challenging, boring. I hate 1x EXP. It's one of the reasons why I'm less excited for MapleStory Classic World. But like, if they're balancing it, they're gonna probably balance the EXP rates as well. 2 people in the basement make Maple Land, but you gotta have a whole ass company struggle to release Maple Classic at a relevant time. I mean, there's a reason for that, right? We've already had lots of versions of MapleStory Worlds or MapleStory Classic come out, right? And a lot of roadmaps and things to streamline that process, right?
since back in like 2011. They've had it. What was the first one? It was like Odin MS or whatever, Odin MapleStory or whatever. And like that kind of stuff has existed for a long time. So it makes it way easier for players to kind of find the roadmaps and make stuff. But here's the thing. Nexon can't use any of that. They have to make it by themselves. They can't use any of that. They have to make it from scratch. They have to do everything from scratch. Because even their old content like that, even though it was used in that way, it can open up lawsuits, right? If you use anyone else's code, it can create lawsuits. I need to sell my shit. I have a full inventory again. Faster mediocrity, early game classes are almost the same. It was still a grind after. I mean, yeah. There were, I mean, old school maple storage. Oh, storage. I need to sell, not storage. Old school MapleStory is basically just like if there's no balance, it's assassin, cleric, and spearman in the game, and then you throw in like the occasional bowman or gunslinger for endgame DPS. All right. You see that? The view count went up to 22 and then dropped back down to like 8. Which is fucking whack. Why did it jump up during the ads? Because Twitch is probably farming for ad revenue. Yeah, the new meta would be great. I'm excited to see it. I like the new meta over here though. I like Chrono Story more. I like the idea behind Chrono Story way more than Classic World. Though to be fair, if Classic World does go the release schedule of like OSRS stuff and releases new shit, it means places like Chrono Story can then take that content and then make it into their own content later as well, which is nice. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, use tabs full. Topware defense. I'll keep that just in case. What? Oh, I got bottom arm ability. That's nice. I needed more of that. Maybe Nexon will make its own estimate isn't allowed to do that. Similar like now. There's just some content those sort of worlds aren't allowed to make. I mean, maybe, but that'd be fucked. Chrono Dudes make a nice product, but Nexon can't. No, it's if you make code like your own code, you can't a company can't take that code even if it was for content that was yours. So like for example, I believe Bethesda got into a huge legal battle because they took a mod someone did at one point and tried to make it into like their actual shit, and they used some of the modders' code and got like sued and lost. So it's very, very common. You literally can't take someone else's code, even if it's in relation to your game. You can't do that. That is illegal. Right? Don't matter. That would be fucked. Nexon associate about to be promoted. Right?
Doo-ba-doo, doo-ba-doo-doo. They can take the idea someone made, but they cannot take the implementation. Technically, yes, but they can also, if someone made some new content completely, and you steal the person's intellectual property like that, you can also get sued for that. However, that's a harder lawsuit, and companies have lost that before, but it is harder to enforce. Technically, no, because if they also made the animations, they'd also have to make the animations from scratch, and they can't be the same as the animations that the Bong made, that the player made, because then that would be stealing someone's intellectual property as well, since it would be transformative content. Yeah, if the mage was theirs, yes. This has also happened before. Not in Nexon, but other companies have done the same thing. Exactly. Which does happen, and people do get sued regularly. And it's, I mean, it's very fortunate. Because you shouldn't be stealing other people's stuff. Doopity doopity doo. My wife, don't tell me what to do. In the other room. Very funny. She's playing games with her brother. Very funny. Oh, her brother and her niece and nephew. Maybe just niece, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I know, I also have a bazillion two-handed sword scrolls. I also have a bazillion two-handed blunt weapon scrolls and one-handed blunt weapon scrolls. So I would love Paladin to also take off, but that won't happen until 4th job. If 4th job Paladin is fucking baller as hell, it's gonna become redonkulous. Though they are a very common scroll, so I doubt that they're gonna be more than a mil each, but, I mean, still. A mil each, and I have like fucking 60 of them. Hell yeah. I'll take a free 60 mil. Why not? Also, fighter is definitely going to go burr next update. That's why I have a level 70 fighter. Cooldown the Dark Knight? Dragon Knight, rather? What kind of cooldown we talking? They put a cooldown on their attack skills. That's stupid. Because those are your skills all the way through 4th job. Oh yeah, it's gonna hit like a truck. It's gonna hit like a truck in 4th job 100%. I'm excited for all 3 of the jobs I'm playing's 4th job as well. So this one, the bowman, fighter, and the spearman. Of course, I'm gonna drop everything on all these classes and exclusively play my main when it comes out, which is, say, Iran. Nothing else. Nothing else matters but Iran. But right now there's no Iran, so obviously these 3 I can focus on a bit. But someday, Iran main, I will not give a flying fuck about any other class. Dragon Roar needs a cooldown? Who cares? It doesn't do that much damage. It's a wide area, but you need to cast it like three or 4 times to kill anything of value. I feel like training with your regular. I mean, it might be essentially free. My testing going? It's not doing anything, which is fine. I'm glad to see it's not doing anything, honestly. Yet. We are only an hour and 15 minutes in. And I did start those streams late, so who knows? Who knows? I don't. It's weird. I know, right? A Stardew pick as well. It's funny. It is relatively fast, but I mean, to be fair, your main AoE spammable attack is pretty big and hits super hard. You're gonna kill stuff way faster with that. Like, maybe it'll open up a couple maps for you at certain level ranges, but I think most of the time you're probably gonna be wanting to use your regular spammable. You know what I mean? It might make some AFK training decent, but you're still going to do faster training if you just do regular training. You know what I mean? For the most part, I think. Probably. Probably. We'll see. $469, nice. Yeah, and I have like 600 almost, and I got a good 100 hundo, over a hundo yesterday. I think my peak was like 120. Which was fucking weird. I'm of the mindset that I probably could have left the stream idle and running for hours, and people would have still flocked into it, and I would have come back with like 150 viewers with no chat going on whatsoever, and I would just like snowballed into a lot of hours of whatever. But I didn't want to do that because that's stupid. You know? But yeah, I saw the Dragon Fury stuff, and the Dragon Roar stuff, and it doesn't really excite me whatsoever. At all, even. It seems like it'll probably be good, but like, yeah. We'll see how it is, but we won't know until it comes out. And testing will ensue. It's not gonna be as fast training as like a fire poison mage, though, or in this case a bowman, I guess, too. Bowman and fire poison mage are gonna go hard. Bowman and Bowman is making me hard. Use inventory is full. Yeah. I think so, too. We will see, though. Could be wrong. But yeah, I was waiting for the third job bowman changes to be shown to actually start training this guy up. I'm glad to see that they look fucking awesome, so I have to play this guy to get him level 70 now, I guess. But hey, on the bright side, I do have level 8 Blessing of the Fairy, which is nice. That helps. That definitely helps. Now that my main guy is level 80. The end of the stream, Vaft came in. He's like, fucking, like, I prefer fucking crossbowman. Crossbowman's awesome. And third job, I'm like, no, yeah, looks cool, but doesn't have a damage over time fire effect. It's gonna make fucking Phantom Watches go burr. Phantom Watches are gonna go so fucking hard. I am interested to see what he does with Night Lord. To be fair, I am as well. I would love to see Night Lord get triple throw in third job and then quad throw in fourth job as his change. Because quad throw, I know that is a big bang change. I think quad throw is just awesome. You know what I mean? I think it feels awesome to use. It looks awesome. It's cool. I don't think it would alienate the player base of that particular class, despite it being a newer version of the skill. I think that's fine. I think that's a great change to it. I hope that's the way he goes about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. I know he's not a Night Lord main. I know both Boat and Vaft are Archer mains, which explains the Archer changes to some extent. But I mean, I'm not complaining. I like the Archer changes too. Archer changes go fucking burr. Yeah. But to be fair, fourth job quad throw would be freaking awesome. Third job triple throw would also be awesome. In my opinion. That's my opinion. I think that would be rad as fuck. Fucking Night Lord mains would be eating fucking good. I don't mind having them eat good. I want all of my friends in all of their class choices to be eating well. God, I hate you. two-handed sword. You get an extra buddy? No. That turns 8 into 9. Just make it a fucking triple throw at third job and then quad throw at fourth job. I think that's fine. Quad throw already exists in MapleStory as a thing, and it's fucking awesome feeling. It sounds cool, it looks cool, it's awesome. Just do quad throw at fourth job. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I know. That's Nightwalker's fucking hyper skill. I mained the Nightwalker for a long time. And it has a fucking 160-second cooldown or 180-second cooldown. So you can use it once every 3 minutes and it lasts 30 seconds. Great for burst. You can use it to take down bosses. I can insta kill fucking what's his name? Extreme the hardest version of Jesus Christ. What's the big rock guy that gives you like really good accessory equipment? Yeah, the hardest version of Jesus Christ, yeah. Golix, thank you. I can do Helix. That's the word, Helix. And that instantly, just like pop him in like 2 seconds. So, and that's a lot of that has to do with the 3 shadow partner dudes along with the regular shadow partner. Or no, I don't think it goes along with it. I think it's instead of or something for a little bit. And then yeah, with all the other stuff, just instantly pop the guy. He's 1 second he has full HP, the next second I just have to go up and attack the jewel. Do do boo boo. Double bind is super good. Double bind is super good. First bind and then second bind, and in sixth job, super broken. I played the class before. It was good. I played it when it was like known as bad Night Lord, because you had to do like the jump attack shit. I liked the jump attack. It was fun. But I know why they changed it. It makes sense. And now it's fucking broken. So, I mean, whatever. Don't care. It's fine. They keep trying to kind of nerf it, but every time they nerf it, it's like, that does basically nothing. Still broken. Not only one of the best bossers, but also still one of the best mobbers as well. With super lazy mobbing, especially if you do cooldown hats. No, it does more damage than Night Lord. If you look at the DPS charts, it's still like number 1 or number 2. Bite farming is good. I don't like bite farming. I find it mega boring. But yes, it's good. Bite farming didn't exist when I started playing Nightwalker because they didn't have that bite attack yet. That came out after that. I guess maybe. I'm not sure. I think Nightwalker was number 1 in the DPS charts for a long time. Was your first 120 class? Wow. Mine was obviously Iran. Was. Love Iran. Before they changed it. Before they recently changed it. Now Iran is dead to me over there. Oh yeah? It's not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone likes Iran, but I love Iran. I hate the new Iran. The new Iran is ass, in my opinion. New Iran, they might as well have just made a new mage class, in my opinion. That followed Chinese mythology and whatnot. I don't care. Just leave old Iran alone. It didn't need another update. It just needed a couple buffs. And then they decided to not only update it but also nerf it. It made it something that no Iran main wanted. It made all the Iran mains quit, basically, by the way. Just so you know. All the people who mained the Iran before the update basically quit. Should have gotten the jet. That's a main class, and no. You're lucky you should have been deleted, you stupid. Banned. No, I'm just kidding. All right. It did. I did get the jet treatment. They deleted it. It's no longer the same class. Completely different. They got rid of most of the Maha skills. They got rid of all of its theming except for wolves for some reason. They changed it to Chinese mythology. They, you know, they killed off its entire identity. They turned it into a mage for some reason. I don't know. I don't like it. That's true. They didn't do that. Uninhabited setup. Oh, of course. Of course. A new viewer is a bot. Double damn. Oh, full inventory. Sell all this shit. Sell all the shit. That was an 82 attack that I sold by accident, by the way. 82 spell attack. But it said it was below average, so I sold it because I'm a dingus and I shouldn't have done that. But that's fine. Not a big deal. It's only worth like an extra mil, I think. Damned, all despawned. Not a big deal, but unfortunate.
Doobity-dee-bop-boo. Like we're getting level 70 soon, huh? No, I mean 60 soon, rather, yeah? Hell yeah, the stream probably, definitely. It's only an hour and a half in. We already got 2 levels. That'd be nice. Okay, Pern, thank you. Pants. A little quiet all of a sudden, that's fine. We had a good hour of talking about Classic. That was fun. Nice. Getting close. I probably have enough. I probably have 2k elixir if I put it all in one character. Probably. Got 3 tickets. We're on the main. Let's use a few tickets. Let's mix it up a little bit. By like 11. And go use them. We're gonna use them in Hennessy's, actually. We're gonna try to go for the fucking thing. Probably won't happen because my luck has been terrible with these. Absolute ass with these. But that's fine. Or not. You know what? Fine. I guess my luck isn't ass. Okay. Fantastic. What's that? Like 100 mil? Fantastic.
And a really good level 80 bow. Your fucking chat broke? What do you mean? You're pogging out of your mind just now, huh? Very funny. It just disappeared. Yep. That's some good luck, I think. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. That's the best luck I've had at a gachapon yet. Holy balls. That's some good ass luck. Like what's that? 100 mil right there? Holy fuck. Alright. Alts always get the best shit, right? Why, thank you. Alts always get the best shit. Yep, somewhere between 90 and 120. Fuck yeah. Fucking hell. Don't feel inspired. That was all of my luck for the next 10 years. Like, Jesus. I've still spent like fucking 300 mil on tickets just trying to get the fucking pack, and I haven't got one yet. Yeah, I know, right? That's probably the second time I've used the Hennessy's Gachapon too, by the way. I mostly use Lith Harbor or Pirion. But I believe in you. Maybe you'll get something good. Hey, Kraz, how you doing? How you doing, Kraz? How's it going? You keep coming in and disappearing these days. You keep coming in the chat and then leaving because I'm boring. It's because no one's saying shit. And I'm fucking stupid. You expect me to come up with stuff to say? Are you dumb? Me? Think up topics? The streamer? No. No way. I need to watch more like fucking like Iron Mouse or something to figure out what she fucking does, because I have no fucking clue. I'm clueless. What do I talk about? When I was a boy. Or am I? You got a pack? Seriously? Three attack? Nice. I think that's worth like 50 mil. Well, looks like it's our lucky day today. I got the 100 to 120 mil mega pull, and then you got the 3 mil, like 50 mil, three attack, 50 mil. Pretty decent pull of a pack. I think it goes up to like 200 mil if you get a 5 attack. But I'm not certain. That was a while ago, so the value might have changed at this point. So I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep it up with the market. Let me. Am I out of my mind? I don't know what I'm talking about then. Fuck you. I don't know. Gotcha. Okay. It was like 200 mil like a month ago month or two ago. I don't remember what it was. Not a month ago. Maybe it was less than that, but still, a bit ago, at some point. Pre-scroll destruction, I believe. But I've never been in the market for one. I just remember listings. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Deck scrolls would be pretty funny. Just YOLO 10%. All you need is 2 successes, and you've got a best in slot cape. If you get three successes, sell it. And if you get no successes, cry. I am nuts. I'd do it for the stream content, but you're not a streamer, so. I'd do it for the Vine. Do it for the Vine. It's what you gotta do. Ever, Tim. Yes. Ooh, drugs. So, Kraz, how was the orb today? Good orb pondering? If you're even still here. I hope. Pondered hard, long and hard. Yeah, I know. That's good. Yeah, I got this guy going on. I mean, that's not exactly optimal. It has no attack power on it. My speed Icarus has 1 slot and no successes. It's a very funny Icarus cape. I'm hoping for the no slots 10 speed. I really only have it for the speed, to be fair. I only have it for the speed. But I have been using 10% whenever I get my hands on them, just because, you know, fuck it, right? Equipment tab's full again. Fuck.
I cry Evertim. At least it was on a blue adventure cape, huh? Now if you slam 5 more, you're gonna get 3 successes. As the will of the world intends. You've gotten all your fails out. It's only up from here. As we both know. It's not cope. It's a trap. I'm laying the groundwork of a trap. I'd love to be using different music about now. I'd love to be using different music. Hear my wife, very funny. I'm laughing at my wife right now. It's so funny. I can hear her. I don't know if anyone can hear her in the other room. It's very funny though. I doubt it. Very funny to me. Excellent, excellent. Even funnier if you can't hear shit. So funny. I can only hear her when she starts shouting at the other people playing games with her. It's niece, nephew, and brother. Her brother. I'm an only child. I don't have a brother or sister. Yeah, under normal circumstances. I do have a stepbrother now, technically, or not stepbrother. I guess. Oh no, stepbrother. I have a brother-in-law. Yeah. But yeah, I'd love different music at this point. You know, I've been listening to the MapleStory music for 188 days or whatever it is straight. And man. Man. I love it. But goddamn, we need something else. I don't know what to do for other music though. They won't get me fucking copyrighted. Don't really want to risk it either. I know the MapleStory stuff works fine. No copyright. That's worse. I'd go insane instantaneously, by the way. I would go from perfectly insane to imperfectly insane. The bad kind of insane. That's right. I would go blazy.
I would catch the crazed. Finna make some Giga Cash. High roller showed up. Nice. Hope so. Hope you make some Giga Cash. A rye holer, yeah. You want your toker, your other word, and your willy stroker, yeah. You want your toker, your joker, and your willy stroker. That's it. Hydration from Roy. I can do that. Welcome back, by the way, Roy. Sounds like I'm hydrating with pure vodka, but no. I'm just preventing it from going down the wrong pipe in that moment. Only gin and tonic, tonic. I don't drink. By the way, I don't do that. I don't like the alcohol. I don't like it. Some people like the taste of tonic. I don't like the taste of tonic water. I don't. It's just even more bitter seltzer water, essentially. And seltzer water's already bitter, so why make it more bitter? Right? It's already bitter. Make it more bitter? No, thank you. And then add alcohol to make it even more bitter? Absolutely not. Would you like some bitter with your bitter? No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. F that noise. Doo-ba-doo, doo-doo, doo. You almost died. That's very funny. That is very funny, Roy. It was your brother's plan the whole time to get you to buy him a 12-pack of tonic water. Most alcohol doesn't taste good, though, Roy. Most alcohol just doesn't taste good in general. Tis is the norm when it comes to alcohol. You like gin, though? I don't like none of it. I like Nunya. You get it, though. Give me a second. I wanna put this even further, just for the lulz. That's good. I'm glad you enjoy it. Very glad you enjoy it. If that, huh? I just don't like alcohol. I don't like it. You know, a really funny way to do it too, Roy, would be the engagement farm, right? I would go on, I would show my own content from YouTube, and I would just crop it in such a way so that only the gameplay is showing, right? On the short side of Stardew Valley. You know? That'd be really funny. To show gameplay from like yesterday. That'd be funny. Exactly, right? That's rude, though. I'm not gonna do that. It would be funny, though. No one ever comes to the MapleStory streams on the mobile side. It's always on the regular side, which is good. Almost always. No, I prefer you not to be on the mobile side, to be fair. Honestly. It's just you notice the analytics differences between games, right? The people who play MapleStory stuff aren't using their phones. They're using they're all 30-somethings, like late 20s, early 30-somethings who don't use their phones to watch content on YouTube for the most part. So most of y'all's gonna be on the computer. Whereas some other games will get a lot of viewership on the mobile or like a mix. I hope it's good enough to steal all of the Chinese players. Like all of the botters specifically. You know? That's what I want. All the bots go to Classic. That's true. It's a good point. Oh yeah, I should also announce that I'm live over here. Right. I was gone for 2 seconds and someone already came in and... God damn it. God damn it. The odds. And steal my spots. That the people don't do that because you can get banned for that specifically. Just so you know, Roy, you can get banned for that specifically. KSing is a bannable offense, and that's why people don't do that to streamers. That's fine. You already do that, and I enjoy it. That's right. It'd only be about a plus 30 max range. Plus, it's really not a huge difference. The pack is worth a lot, but it's not really that valuable for most classes. Like it's super good on an assassin. And that's about it. Without chaos scrolls, it's not exactly the best in slot. Really, if you, like, it's best in slot just by the fact that it has a few extra stats on it. You know what I mean? The Puak is way better because it has a lot of stats, but I mean, yeah, it's pretty good for the gunslinger, but it's better for the assassin. They both scale pretty well with attack power. Assassin more so, But yeah, it's good for those two specifically. Everyone else is like, yeah, it's still best in slot, but not it's not that good. You know what I mean? It's not as good as everyone says it is. It's fine. If you can get the 4 attack one, it's pretty good. If you get a 4 attack 10 dex one, you've got your best in slot cape until Chaos Scrolls come. If they even release Chaos Scrolls. Which they might not. They might not. Chaos Scrolls are pretty divisive, to be fair. Aqua. So the main reason to get a pack, in my opinion, for at least for my class, the class choices is I can sell it. I can get better stat ups by selling it and buying a really good, really godly scrolled weapon. You know? For the most part. Doop boop 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 boop. They have bowman done, so now all they have left are pirates and thieves. Pirates and thieves are left. 4 more thingies, and then they're at the point where they could release it at any point. Exciting. Boop, boop. Of course, my tab is full. Doop doop doopy doop beep up. Stat. 5 stat. Oh, I shouldn't have sold that. I have never seen one of those. Damn. Had an 8 dex hat. I've never seen a naturally spawning 8 dex. I've only seen 7s. And no, they went up to 8. Hey, Nifty, how you doing? How you doing, Nifty? No drawing today. Nope, nope, nope. We're doing MapleStory. I don't draw every day. I don't draw super often streaming either. It's like maybe like once a week. Sometimes twice a week if I'm really into it. Tomorrow is Halloween. Maybe while I'm playing D&D tomorrow, I'll make a have a D&D game tomorrow. As long as it's not canceled. Let me check. Yeah, D&D game tomorrow, which means as long as it doesn't get canceled the last minute, I'll have time to work on something for Halloween. That'd be good. I'll make something for Halloween. I'll probably make a new little layout for my stream thing for Halloween. If I had the time before this day, before tomorrow, I would have done it on stream at some point and in advance probably even. But yeah, it is what it is. Halloween theme, yeah. Like my little background here for my mini map, make it into a Halloween thing. Could be nice. Something like that. And over there on if you're on the mobile, which you might be instead, maybe like a bar theme for Halloween even. How would it be Halloween theme already? It's not. Yeah, so Night Lord scales way harder with weapon attack than a Gunslinger. But Gunslinger still scales weapon attack pretty well, too. I am pretty scary. You know, to be fair, if I really wanted to, I could always steal Roy's PNG tuber for a day, just for Halloween. You can't use it for a minute anyway. I'm not gonna do that, but it'd be funny. I'd be a bear for a day. That would be silly. That would be silly. Cosplay as a maiden. I don't have a way to do that at the moment. Cert. You have one word to say, Merlins. Want to know what it... Sure. Abracadabra? Cert? Hello, Cert. Oof. I might have to get up and fight demons in a moment. We'll see. Take a quick break. Oh. Maybe. We'll see. My mouth is always tweaking a little bit. Character in a dress. Technically speaking, Bunny has been on the warpath at some point. Oh god, why? Music, why are you an asshole? Oh, it just ended. And she is apparently making a booba version of my model at some point. And she might even already have it done. She just hasn't sent it to me or anything like that. So, you know, who knows? At some point. Ugh. The pot of greed? And I could draw it in a dress, but that does take a long time, to be fair. Because it would require new animation and everything that I don't have time for, really. I couldn't do it before a stream. Oh yeah, that's funny. $69%. An AK? What? Just a handgun. Just a handgun. Alakablam, that's right. Rickety dickety doc, have a taste of my Glock. It's time for Halloween. Don't come to your house, or... Okay. Interesting words you said in that order. Interesting words in that order. Dracula meme in it. Yeah. I guess. People sending you that stupid thing every Halloween so it's stuck in your head. I don't know what you're talking about, actually. Honestly. And if it's brain rot, I don't care. I'd rather not know. Okay. Interesting. Oh. I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it in a while. It's been a while since that meme has been popular. Yeah. I know it involves Dracula. I can't remember what the meme was. Hmm. 80%. It's 10:30 at night. It's not that late, Nifty. In fact, I'm getting hungry. I might have a bite to eat in a minute, maybe. We will see. No, I'm 30. I am a man, senor. %, trying to get to 100, almost there. Almost there. Almost there.
Maybe tomorrow for the stream. We'll do like a horror game or something. I don't know. Maybe. Something Halloweeny, right? We gotta do that for Halloween, right? Family Guy's funny, it's fine. We gotta do something like that for Halloween, right? Some kind of horror game. I don't like horror games. But you know, Halloween's Halloween. Doop-a-doop-boo. I don't like candy corn. It just tastes like sugar and gross. I don't know what to play though. A horror game of some kind. It tastes like sugar and gross. The texture's fine. It's just the flavor isn't. I don't know what horror game to play though. It needs to be something that can be beaten in a day. Cause ain't no way I'm doing more than one horror game more than one day of horror games. No idea what that is. I'll probably Google some stuff, try to figure it out. See what horror games are relatively popular, try something like that. I don't know. It could be FNAF, but like the first one maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes and what I choose to do. I want to be able to finish it in an hour. That's a little bit too short. I want at least long enough for a decent sized stream. Dead by Daylight? I mean, it could be that. I have heard a lot about Dead by Daylight. Yeah. I might end up playing the game with my wife too. Depends on if she wants to play tomorrow. It might be like that one game that she's been playing with zombies in it. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember. Red Dead Redemption 2?
Red Dead Redemption 2, 1 isn't a horror game, and 2, I do plan on playing Red Dead Redemption 2 at some point on stream, because I haven't played through it before. I tried playing through it, I didn't really enjoy it, but I think I'll enjoy it more on stream than I ever did by playing it by myself. Boop. Be excited for tomorrow, Roy. We're gonna play a horror game of some kind. I don't know what though. I know you like horror games. It might not be a horror game. It might just end up being like a zombie game of some kind. But I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow. Not my brand, but I don't like horror games. But for Halloween, you gotta. Probably not Rust. I have no interest in that. And I'm not lying. I'm gonna do it, Roy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And there's level 60 finally. 5 more points in this drink. Alright. So we've got our Asiatic bow, which has the same amount of attack power, but I can throw scrolls on it. Got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 86 attack is pretty good. It's a whole 10. Lurk. Okay. 10 gifted for Outlast. Jesus Christ. I am aware of the existence of Outlast. You can't afford 10 gifted, I don't think, Roy. So I better not pick Outlast. My wife owns the game. I can probably just play it from her side just fine. If that's the game I end up doing. I'm bottom? I am on the bottom, yeah. Why? Hello, Zach. Welcome in. I'm sure you can. There's stuff on YouTube about it. I'm sure. It'll probably default to 18 plus or something. Though. Which is fine. I know. I know that much at least. I've seen some gameplay of it before. Six deck shoe. Yeah, it's not that much different. Not that much different. I don't have a heart monitor to do that, but it is funny. Oh, was it? That's funny. That is pretty funny, Roy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, drugs. Let's do these 8 tickets. We're gonna head over to Yeti and Pepe's now, I think. After that. After these 8 tickets. There's a nice safe spot. Relatively. Lith Harbor. Lith Harbor. Ooh. I don't think I got anything. That's fine. Yeah, no major pulls. Yeah, nothing. Everything is trash. That's fine. Let's head over to Yeti and Pepe's. Head over to Yeti and Pepe's. Bam. Bam. Let's also take one of these. Just because it's nice to have 194% speed. What's the third? Oh, Worcestershire. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Worcestershire. Okay, it's hard. What level are they? Only 73. Okay. Decent. Better than mine. Decent. Way better than mine. Mine's a little better. Really good. Better shoes. I mean, I don't see much difference here in terms of gears. I don't know why they're so much higher than mine. It's like a difference of like 30 decks, I think. Monstrosis Quipedaliophobia. Trick-or-treating tomorrow? No. Gonna be handing out treats though. Mine's 19. Her hat is less than mine. 8 decks, earrings. Yeah. Same as mine. Mine's a little better. Couple more attack power, not how much. 10 more decks. Overall has an extra 10 decks, which is... yeah, it's just like not that much. I don't know. Closer in range, at level range, maybe. Only at your mom's house. That's about right. It's probably mostly skill level. You think so? Think so? That is. That's true. Cody. Think so? I think Quattro's fine. But it is a lower chance. Yeah, I guess.
Hello, VTS. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, rage could be good. Yeah, I get hit like a truck in the map. I mean, I'm sure I'd get hit like a truck in this map if I actually went down there. Seriously? Seriously, I have my phone on me, I guess. Why did me verify? Why does it make me verify like this? It's a more annoying way to verify. It's not sending me the code. Okay. Okay. Log in. Continue with Google. That one. God, this is dumb. Here we go. Seriously? Okay. Dumb. All right. Seriously? I never had to do this before. The fuck? There we go. Probably not. I don't think they've even been working on Zach. I would seriously doubt it if they have been. So I have some plans for this year. We live on a street that apparently gets a whole shit ton of trick-or-treaters, so we're gonna have fun with that. My wife loves giving out candy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think, at least. We hope. Right. I agree. The pocket dimension, from whence they came, destroy them. What channel am I on? They shall be vaporized. I'm on a channel that is full, okay. My day's been good. We got Chinese food earlier, which was good and tasty. Lovely, lovely, tasty. And I have leftovers in the fridge that I want to eat soon. Oh, back on this channel again, huh? Okay, cool. Change channel again. $131 instead.
Seriously? This one do? This one do? 49 then. Fuck it. Torta. Hardly knew her. Excellent. There we go. $20 attack. Lovely. Now I'm killing these pretty fast, relatively. Bam. Do, do, do. It was that's probably the reason why that person was doing so much more damage to me now I realize. I think it wasn't that they maxed out that skill. I think it's that they had a rage buff. They had a rage buff. That's what. Max out skill does help, but the rage buff is also very good. It was both. It was both of these. You know what I mean? Sharp Cliff 2. Sharp Cliff 2. Gotta get those drugs. Ah, drugs. Can't not take the drugs when they drop. Remember, kids, always take your drugs. More drugs. Must have drugs.
I have not heard of Wipe Sumo. Why? Is this a These Nuts joke? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I just couldn't figure out phonetically in my head. You fool. Well, I knew it was a These Nuts joke. I didn't know the punchline of it. So I appreciate you adding to my repertoire of ammunition. You've given me more than I can work with in the future. It's not like I got hit with the up dog, you know what I mean? That's right. My revolver's got 69 shots. "69 shots in my revolver." All right. Let's look for someone to raid, I think. Let's look for someone to raid. Who do I wish to raid? Shuade, is that a real person? It is not. I mean, there's a few people with a similar name like that, but no. I think I know who I kind of want. Raid, we'll see in a moment. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. How long have they been live? They've been live for 2 hours. There's a couple viewers. They've got quite a few more followers than I do. but they don't have very many viewers. Let's raid this person. Yeah, we'll raid. I've raided them before. For those of you that are on YouTube, thank you for coming to the stream. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. We're gonna raid. Thank you for coming. I'll see y'all. My YouTube is being wonky too. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with some kind of thing that's Halloween related. So yeah, why not? Anyway, goodbye.